Show me the merch. The best from the pro shop.
So we are back with a packed episode of Show Me the Merch. I mean, just look at the table. You can see that we have a lot going on. So let's jump right in and talk about some of these great teams and some of the great looks you can find at their team stores and on their websites. And I want to start with my right, camera left, and that is the Tulsa Drillers. But before we jump in, I want to, the Tulsa Drillers are a very important team to me and this show. It was the first time that Scott McIntyre and I went to a ball game together. And we were at the Bare Bones Film Festival, and we love that festival out there in Muskogee, Oklahoma, but sometimes being around filmmakers can be a little much. And we needed a break, and so the break was in the form of about an hour drive each way out to the ballpark to watch the first of a minor league baseball doubleheader. Had a great time. I'm also enamored with this team because before that, my wife got me this cap. It's a 3930 flex, and it's got essentially a roughneck drilling for oil through a baseball, Tulsa Drillers. But if you take a look at this hat, I love it. I love the white paneled front. It's got that Dodger-esque D, but I like that the color scheme on the D itself has a certain oil look to it. I've spoken before 100,000 times on this show about the best brands for me in minor league baseball are the ones that really epitomize the community that they are playing in, the community that they're representing, and the Tulsa Drillers do that in spades. Next up, we've got a great hat. I'm a big fan of the Clubhouse series, and this is the 3930 Clubhouse for the Buffalo Bisons. Take a look at this hat. Take a look at that classic Buffalo silhouette on the blue. The Bisons are a great brand. They do a lot of really, really cool stuff with their look, and it's a bit disappointing. My best friend Mike Donis lives in Toronto, big Blue Jay fan, and we were supposed to hit up the Bisons last season. So maybe in 2022, when he can finally cross the border, we can go check them out. Now to my left, we have the two new hats from the CLEBURNE Railroaders. We had these guys on our show a few weeks ago. Essentially, a new ownership group got involved, including the good folks from the Portland Pickles, and that led to one of the best redesigns in baseball, and now they're one of the sharpest dressed teams out there. I'm going to start with their Script R hat. I love the color scheme on it, and I love that they have a spike and just a small detail at the top of the R going through a star. That is the key to a good brand, is having those small little details, and this hat has it in spades. One of my favorite hats on the planet now is their State of Texas hat, and it's got a really cool railroad track going through the top with, again, a little spike where CLEBURNE would be in the state of Texas on the map. So really, really sharp-looking lids from the folks in CLEBURNE. Now, I'm also a big hooded sweatshirt guy. Fact is I have amazing hair, and I hate it when I pull a sweatshirt on, sweatshirt off, and then it messes up my hair. And so I'm always on the lookout for really good zip-up hoodies, and I got two that came in the mail. Now, first, from the Portland Sea Dogs. They've been one of my favorite brands since we started the show, and we've got a good friend of the show, Emma Tiedemann, from the Sea Dogs on a little bit later on. But I love the style of it. I love the dark blue with the sort of fast-looking text, and of course, one of my favorite mascots. Now, I also got one from the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. Again, another really great brand in minor league baseball that we've not had on the show yet. But they do a lot of really cool stuff, either with that or with the Udder Tuggers. But I'm not a big snakes guy. My first confirmed kill in the military was a baby rattlesnake that I put about 10 M16 rounds into. But snakes is like a mascot for a minor league baseball team. Kind of always works for me. So dig the sweatshirt. And then last but certainly not least, the newest brand out there, and that is the Danville Otterbots. Now take a look at this. It's a lot of fun. And it's a cool design because it brings together two elements. It brings together the elements of the natural wonder of the area, some of the natural beauty in the Appalachian, but also the area is known for some of its technical advances and sort of moving forward in STEM. And so I like the idea that this really combines both of those ideas, and again, bringing back what your community is known for. So those are our looks for this week. We are, like I said, we are slam-packed, but you can find how to find all these teams in the description of the show and right underneath the video here. So I highly recommend checking them out and supporting these stuff and getting yourself a cool hat or a cool hoodie or a cool t-shirt.